Hey y'all, it's Miss Brittany from Lafayette Public Library. Today I'm going to be presenting a few of our teen books that are set in, you guessed it, Louisiana. We have a ton of books that are set in our state, mostly around New Orleans, and today I'm going to be presenting both some realistic fiction and some supernatural fantasy to, get you a little bit more acquainted with your state. First is The Bells by Donnell Clayton. If you are a fan of the Selection series, you're sure to love this. It is very similar, but it's set in Louisiana or Orleans, which we can all guess where that actually takes place. It's that competition of who can be the belle, and maybe how that's not what you actually want to be. Following up with, something a little similar is The Beautiful. If you are thinking maybe you want to read some Anne Rice or get into something vampire that's not Twilight, check out The Beautiful. It takes place in New Orleans in the 1800s, and you're sure to meet a cast of characters that are gonna suck you in. There are 4 books in this series, with the 4th coming out this fall. Vampires not really your thing? Check out this Wicked Game. This one deals with more of the witches that haunt New Orleans. We know New Orleans has a lot of paranormal aspects going on to it, so maybe this is something that you can check out and see if you like. Well, we've covered vampires, we've covered witches. Why not ghost? In the Agony house, a family moves back to New Orleans after Katrina and discovers that maybe the house that they're restoring has a little bit of a haunted history after all. This book's really interesting because Sherry Priest actually does both written and comic style in it, so it's got a little bit of variation to it. Well, in regards to, Hurricane Katrina, a lot of us that are a little bit older lived it. Some people don't really know a lot about Hurricane Katrina and some of the things that happened. If you want to find out a little bit more about what happened, check out Hurricane Song. This takes place in New Orleans just in the wake of Hurricane Katrina and is about a family that ends up in the Superdome and has to survive post-Katrina in the Superdome until people can come and rescue them, which is something that actually happened to a lot of people after Katrina in 2005. Want to know a little bit more on the real end of Katrina but don't want to read about it? Hey, we've got graphic novels for that. Check out Drowned City, Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans, and find out more from more of a pictorial aspect from people who actually lived there and, experienced that. But not everybody wants to read paranormal or about Hurricane Katrina. If that's the case, hey, check out This Is Our Story. This is Ashley Elston, who almost all of her books take place in Louisiana. This is one of the few books that I'm presenting today that doesn't take place in New Orleans. Granted, it is a fictional city that kind of resembles Lafayette. Ashley Elston writes a lot of mysteries as well as just some cute meet-cutes. This Is Our Story follows a group of friends that are investigating a murder. If that's more your thing instead of paranormal YA, if you like those thrillers and suspense, check out This Is Our Story or her other novel, The Lying Woods. Didn't see anything you like here today? Don't worry, we've got a ton of other books that take place in Louisiana, including some series that you may be interested in, like The Vampire Diaries. If you want to find more books about Louisiana or Louisiana history, visit Lafayette Public Library today. See y'all next time.